Hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to do like a little get to know me kind of thing. And so I have 50 facts about myself that I just wanted to share with you guys. Obviously, I upload regular makeup tutorials, Halloween looks during October, but this week I just wanted to actually let you guys get to know me. And so the video is pretty self-explanatory, very straightforward, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, first thing, my favorite color is orange. My favorite movie is Coraline. I'm not sure why, but I really love animated movies, and this one is like kind of spooky and scary on top of it, and so I think that's maybe why it's my favorite. I just love the story behind that movie, and I've seen it so many times it's ridiculous, but I love it. I was born and raised in Arizona. I still currently live here. I have chipped my tooth 3 times in the exact same spot. So it's this tooth right here, and it's right in the corner. You can't really tell on the camera, but if you get really close, you can see a line. That part is completely fake. The very first time I was riding my scooter home from elementary school, and at this time, for some reason, it was really cool to ride with your handlebars super low, and so that's what I was doing. School had just gotten out. I think I was in 6th grade at the time, and I was going home, which wasn't very far because we just lived in the neighborhood. But there was a rock in the middle of the road. I hit that rock, which is the worst thing that you could do, like when you're rollerblading, skateboarding, scootering. I don't even know if scootering is a word, but that's what happened. And I fell straight on my face. As soon as I got up, there was just blood all over my hands. It felt like all of my teeth were missing, and I could just feel my lip. Like, it was huge. I was terrified. Like, I've never had a surgery. I've never broken a bone. And so I had never experienced anything like this in my entire life. One of the parents that were outside, like, just drove me home because it was right down the street. My mom was running a daycare at the time, and so I knocked on the door and I was like, "Mom, I need you to put all the kids away." You know, my face was bleeding, just bleeding so much at that time. Of course, she was freaking out, but we got it fixed. I don't know how much longer after for the second time. I want to say it was probably within the year, though. We were up in Flagstaff, Arizona, and I was with my mom, my brother, and one of my brother's friends. And I don't even know what we were doing, but we were just like hanging inside the hotel room. And there's one of those ledges where the window is. It's just like a metal bar, basically. And they accidentally pushed me up against it. I don't even know if it was an accident. Who knows? But as soon as my face hit that ledge, my tooth chipped again. And then the very last time, I was in junior high. And so my mom used to pick me up from school early kind of a lot. We would just like go hang out. We would go shopping, which I feel like this was maybe karma. I probably deserved it. But my mom had picked me up early because I think she was going to take me shopping. So I got the call from my classroom. You know, the teacher told me, "Okay, you're going home early." And I was like, "Okay, great." So I was like really excited. I ran out of the classroom door. And then since it was in a building, I needed to go out another door to get outside to go to the front office. So I opened that door. I started walking out, but the door came back and it smacked me right in the face. And that's when my tooth chipped again. And so those are my stories. I seriously can't believe it happened 3 times. But again, now that I'm older, I'm just really scared that it's going to happen again. So fingers crossed, I hope it doesn't. I do have a younger brother. He's only a year younger than me, but I have one. My favorite holiday is Halloween, if you haven't noticed already. I am the master at procrastinating. I procrastinate so much, it's so bad, but I almost feel like I work better under pressure. I don't know if that's good, but it works for me. Also, if you didn't know already, I have a pet iguana. His name is Marley. I've had him for 5, maybe almost 6 years now. He is huge. I can literally see him right now. I would totally take him out for you. Maybe I will at the end of the video. We'll see. I don't have a sweet tooth at all. So I actually don't really like sweets. I don't like cake. I very rarely will eat candy, ice cream. I don't like it. I am 22 years old. I do not speak Spanish. I really wish that I did, but I don't. I was never taught when I was younger, and now that I'm older, I really wish that I did. At times, I want to do a class, download an app and try it, but I'm not committed to it. I am dying to have a motorcycle so bad. I think about it all the time, especially when I'm driving home from work and I can't go in the carpool lane because I'm by myself. But if I had a motorcycle, I totally could. I like cats more than dogs. I don't really know why. I mean, I still love dogs. I think they're so cute. They're just very high maintenance compared to cats, and I like that about cats a little bit more. Plus, I love that I could totally just leave them by themselves. They could leave me alone, and then we can just basically cuddle when we feel like it. I get scared really, really easily, but I love being scared. I just love that feeling of being spooked out. I think it is so cool. I can't take naps. I try, and I think it would be really nice if I could take naps, but they just make me way too tired, and I just feel terrible every single time. Most of the time, if I do take a nap, it's not even a nap. I literally just fall asleep for 8 hours. If I could learn how to play an instrument, it would be the piano. I used to take piano lessons, but I had to stop just because I didn't have enough time. But if I ever have time again, I'm definitely going to do that. I am currently going to college. I love kids. I think they are adorable. I love their personalities. I used to work with kids for the longest time, and it is honestly one of the best jobs that I've ever had. It was so rewarding, and I just hope that I could impact those kids' lives in a positive way. It was honestly just amazing, and I loved hearing everything that they had to say. It just made my day. I just love them. I think they're great. I had braces for a year and a half. That was actually through high school, my senior year of high school, which kind of sucked, but whatever. I honestly didn't mind having braces though. I really loved going and getting them tightened and just kind of seeing the progress of my teeth. I remember I had this huge gap between my teeth for the longest time because they were trying to get straight, and that was pretty embarrassing, but I'm very thankful that I got them. My biggest fear is to go to prison. I don't break the law, but it's just so terrifying to me. I watch prison shows all the time, and I've always dreamt of working in a prison just because I think it would be really cool, but I would never ever want to go to prison. It scares me so much. I really don't know what is so scary about it. I mean, it might just be pretty self-explanatory. Prison is just scary. It's as simple as that, but it's literally my biggest fear. So I will just follow the law forever. I have to sit here sometimes and just wait for Marley to stop moving in the background because he makes way too much noise. So here I am. I have had a couple of piercings. So I've had obviously just my regular ears. I had 2 piercings, but the second one is kind of gone now, and it just hurts when I stick any earring through it. So I'm pretty sure it's closed. I had my industrial pierced, but it got infected. I was cleaning it, but it just didn't work for me. I would fall asleep on the side that it was, and my whole head, the whole side of my head would just be numb when I would wake up. So I took it out, unfortunately. I think I do want to go get it re-pierced eventually, but not yet. I've actually had my lip pierced, and you can still see the hole, but it's not really that noticeable unless you're actually looking for it. I've also had my nose, just regular nose piercing, no septum. And then I've also had my smiley pierced. So if you don't know what that is, it's this part, this. Oh my god, it looks so funny. I have lipstick on my fingers, so it's kind of hard, but I'll show you anyway. It's this piece of skin right here. So when you smile, it basically shows right there. I really loved that piercing. I thought it was really cool, but it was messing up the enamel on my teeth, and I really like teeth, and I didn't want them to get messed up, so I took it out. I have 3 really small tattoos. They are all on my left side. One is on my forearm, one is on the back of my hand right here, and then also on my pinky. The ones that are on my hand, I got at the same time. I was 16 years old. My dad really does not like that story, so I'm not going to go into depth about it. And then the one on my forearm I got when I was 18. My favorite food is French fries. I can literally eat French fries every single day of my life and be completely satisfied. My middle name is Nicole, and it's actually spelled Nikoel, which is kind of cool. I have 2 scars. I have one on I think it's my right leg on the back of my calf, and it's from my cousin pushing me into the exhaust of a car. I'm pretty sure I was annoying him at the time, so I probably deserved it, but it left a scar, and so now I have it. The other one, I think it's actually on my left leg, but on my knee. For some reason, one of my friends in high school, and then also my brother were playing tag behind a Starbucks, and I fell into gravel, and it messed up my knee pretty bad, so I have a scar from that. I am exactly 5 feet tall. I prefer comfy clothes over fancy clothes. I love getting dressed up, but if I had to choose, I would pick a sweater and leggings with fuzzy socks over a dress. Most people just call me Sid. It's my nickname, so if you prefer to call me that, go for it. I actually really like socks. So when I was younger, I almost collected them. Like, my family would give me socks for Christmas, birthday gifts, just because I really liked them. All types of fuzzy socks, colorful socks, ones that had weird graphic designs on them. Even the ones that make your toes all separate. I really love those, actually. They felt really uncomfortable at first, but I have just learned to love them, and I still love all socks. I actually really hate beans. So I've gotten a little bit better. I can eat refried beans sometimes, but I don't ever crave them. I don't know. I think they're so gross. Especially black beans, the ones that are actually shaped, you bite into them and they're all mushy. I hate those. Can't stand it. Refuse to eat. I really love roller coasters. I love the adrenaline. I love being really high up. It's so fun for me. I can barely whistle. That's as good as it's gonna get. I can't wink, but I really, really wish that I could. That's literally all I can do. I might as well just close both eyes. I can't do it with this side at all. That's all I can do. I really wish that I could wink, though. I practice sometimes in the mirror, but it's just so hard. I hope one day I can do it because I love when people wink at each other. I think it's hilarious. I love it. I want to learn so bad. I have wanted to go to Rome for as long as I can remember. It's my dream vacation. I want to visit there so bad and just explore it. So I'm hoping that one day I get the opportunity to do that. My favorite superhero is Deadpool. I don't know if he's even considered a superhero, but I love him. He's my favorite. He's hilarious and he kicks butt. I actually used to hate chocolate for the longest time. I don't like dark chocolate at all. I don't really like milk chocolate. I guess I only really like white chocolate and the Hershey's Cookies and Creams bar. I prefer to sleep in silence. Ever since I started dating Daniel, he really likes to sleep with the TV on, which is totally fine. But if I had to choose, I would prefer to sleep with no TV on, no lights, maybe the window open and a candle. That's all. I love when it's just dead silent when I fall asleep. My favorite TV show is That 70s Show. I watch that show every single day. It's basically my background TV show. So if I'm getting ready, if I'm doing makeup, if I'm cleaning, if I'm at work and I have a break, I always play That 70s Show. I watched The Office for the very first time last year, and that was hilarious. I was never really interested in watching The Office. I never really knew people that watched it or were trying to convince me to watch it, so I never really had a desire to. As soon as I met Daniel, though, he loves that show, and so do all of his friends. I felt convinced I needed to watch it, and so I did, and I'm so glad that I did because it's hilarious. But I refuse to watch Parks and Rec. Daniel has been trying for a really long time. I just cannot get myself to watch it. I know what people are going to say, but it's just been really tough. I'm so addicted to That 70s Show right now especially, and I can't do it. I just can't. I actually used to hate watching TV for the longest time. So again, because of Daniel, he loves watching TV. I do a little bit more now, more than I ever have before actually, but I used to hate it. I mean, I probably don't watch TV as much as other people do maybe, but I don't know. I just feel like it's such a waste of time. I like to be on the go, go, go all the time. Like, I love having stuff to do and I love staying busy. So if I can find something to do, I will. I can sleep for a really long time. Like, I could fall asleep for 10 hours, be up for a couple, sleep for another 14. I can sleep for hours. I feel like I don't even sleep. I feel like I just hibernate. I don't know. I prefer the hot over the cold. I used to prefer the cold over the hot, so the opposite, and last winter just killed me. I was just like really uncomfortable with the cold. I didn't like the feeling. Jackets are like way too expensive, and living in Arizona, I've just gotten used to the heat, so I have just learned to love it, and I don't like the cold. It just makes me really uncomfortable. The Grudge, the movie, scarred me for life. I, to this day, cannot close my eyes in the shower. I am terrified that when I open them, her black hair is just going to be right in front of my face, or I'm going to touch the back of my head and her hand is going to be coming out. So that movie just literally scarred me for life. I don't know if I'll ever get over it, but only time will tell. I really like going for walks. I did a hip hop class when I was younger and I actually really loved it. I don't know why I stopped going, but it was really fun. We would just go to a woman's house. I don't even know how we knew her, but she would teach the class. A bunch of other girls were in there too. We would do recitals and I loved it. I thought it was super fun. I wish I had pursued it a little bit more. I did a ballet class, I think maybe once or twice, and I hated it. I just couldn't do it. I used to be a really, really big tomboy. I would wear basketball shorts every single day of my life and a tank top. I never would have thought I would be where I am today. Like, the fact that I do makeup and some, like, stuff that I wear, I look at myself and I'm like, wow, I never thought that I would get to this point. I'm kind of glad that I did, though. I look at some pictures and I'm just like, yikes, like, that is not cute. But it was just a phase. I really do love my friends and my family. They mean the whole world to me. I don't know what I would do or where I would be in life without them. I'm super grateful for each and every one of them, and even for you guys. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that was 50 facts. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video though, and I will see you next Thursday for the next one. Love you.